don't have it.
They stopped. Why'd they stop?
Your chance is now.
Negative. Negative.
You got it?
Get us there. Go, go.
Got him. It's okay.
I need nasty, man. That's what I'm talking about. Bad boy, Mike.
Sir, we're taking him.
Let him in.
Go.
Here comes the smoke.
Oh.
Let's get out of here. Babe, I'm coming.
Mike!
I'm out. Mike, I got this! Marcus! What? I rebuke you! That's how you command the universe. I need you to trust me.
Eyes on location.
You don't want to shoot me.
I fucking...
Okay.
It's okay.
You okay?
He's sneaky as
Mike.
You choose. You don't know, Mr. McGrath. About a wise man choosing shit. 3. Oh, with your donkey hooves, Mike.
Let me take a look, Mom.
You see what you done devoted your...
Do you copy?
Mom! Mom, listen to me. You don't...
Walk towards me.
Mom. Mom, don't shoot the gun down!
Good. You did good. You good. Don't look back. Mike in our next life kind of shit.
Miami
It
firefighter.
is believed that Lockwood and McGrath
Conspirators are currently being...
Too much of anything. Can't get on no ride. But you don't know. Miami PD, freeze! Boy!
Our prisoner has escaped custody with...
Mayday, they are coming for the cockpit.
Don't let go!
Grab the stick! I'm a drunk!
Federal transport. Who can identify? Get us. There's no one. Y'all some strong motherfucker. One. There's files. That's gonna tell. He'll keep up with me, right?
On the front, you take the 6 in the back.
3.
Hey, yo, Mike,
Years ago.
you think I forgot about my $5 million? Easy, or we can go to war.
Hyper fluid is okay.
Hey guys, today we are diving headfirst into the explosive world of Bad Boys, Ride or Die, a film that proves some duos just get better with age, even if their bodies occasionally disagree. We kick things off with Mike Lowrey, finally tying the knot with Christine, but of course, it wouldn't be a Bad Boys movie without Marcus Burnett nearly causing a vehicular apocalypse trying to get that. And there. Seriously, who drives like that to a wedding? Marcus, post-crash and briefly dead, apparently wakes up in the hospital with a newfound zen and a complete disregard for mortality, which, let's be honest, is either a superpower or a terrible diagnosis. He's convinced he's invincible now, a belief that will, naturally, be tested relentlessly. Before you head off, if you're enjoying the kind of content I make, please consider liking and subscribing. No pressure, but it truly helps me keep the action coming. This newfound clarity, or delusion, depending on your perspective, sets the stage for the wild ride ahead, as our boys are about to face their biggest, most personal challenge yet. Just as Mike is settling into married life and Marcus is embracing his inner Buddha, tragedy strikes again. Captain Howard, their beloved, recently deceased mentor, is posthumously implicated in some serious cartel dealings. The news reports flash his image alongside stacks of illicit cash and drug shipments, painting him as a dirty cop. The audacity! Mike and Marcus, bless their loyal hearts, instantly know this is a setup. The metallic clang of the gavel of public opinion is already deafening, but our boys aren't having any of it. They've seen Howard's integrity firsthand, they've smelled the burning rubber of countless chases under his command, and they know the man stood for justice. This isn't just about clearing a name, it's about honoring a legacy. The crackle of doubt from their colleagues is palpable, a cold wind blowing through the precinct, but Mike and Marcus's resolve is as strong as their endless banter. They vow to uncover the truth, a promise that, as we'll soon see, drags them into a much deeper, much more dangerous rabbit hole than they could ever imagine. Their initial investigation quickly leads them to a rather inconvenient truth. Captain Howard had foreseen his own demise and left them a contingency plan a flash drive containing a pre-recorded message. It's a surreal moment seeing their deceased captain speak from beyond the grave, his voice echoing with urgency. He warns them of a powerful, shadowy network within the Miami underworld, a conspiracy that reaches far higher than just drug dealers. The visual on the screen shows his earnest, concerned face, a stark contrast to the villainous image painted by the media. He then drops a bombshell. The key to uncovering the truth lies with his estranged son, Armando Arredes, currently locked up for past transgressions, including the murder of Mike's former partner. The weight of that revelation hits hard, a dull thud against Mike's chest. Armando, the man Mike despises, is now their only lead. The irony isn't lost on anyone, especially not Marcus, who probably sees this as another test of his newfound invincibility. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but if they want to clear Howard's name, they'll have to make a deal with the devil. Or at least a very complicated family member so, with Howard's posthumous instructions ringing in their ears. Mike and Marcus decide the best course of action is to retrieve Armando from prison. And by retrieve, I mean orchestrate a prison transfer that inevitably goes sideways faster than a runaway grocery cart. They manage to get Armando into an armored transport, but surprise, surprise, the same shadowy figures who framed Howard aren't too keen on Armando spilling the beans. A helicopter, like a giant metal predator, descends, its rotor slicing through the air with an ominous whoosh, and opens fire on the convoy. Bullets ping off the armored vehicle with a metallic shriek. What follows is a symphony of controlled chaos. Explosions ripple through the air, glass shatters, and the roar of automatic weapons becomes the soundtrack to a very bad day. Mike and Marcus, ever the magnets for mayhem, find themselves in a full-blown highway shootout. The crack of gunfire, the groan of twisting metal, and the shouts of tactical commands fill the air. Our heroes, with Armando reluctantly in tow, fight tooth and nail, each punch landing with a visceral thud, each dodge narrowly escaping a deadly spray of bullets. It's a ballet of destruction, showcasing that even with gray hairs, these bad boys still know how to make an entrance. And an exit, well, that escalated quickly. Post-prison transfer ambush, our dynamic duo and their reluctant protege, Armando, find themselves in a bit of a pickle. Not only did they lose the transport, but they've also been spectacularly framed for the whole fiasco. Now, instead of hunting bad guys, they are the bad guys. At least according to every news channel in Miami, their faces, usually seen on police commendations, are now plastered across screens with the dreaded fugitive label. The irony is so thick you could cut it with a butter knife, but nobody's laughing, especially not Mike, who always likes to be on the right side of the law. Thank you very much. The digital echo of their names being slandered is a constant, irritating hum. The world outside sees them as rogue cops, dangerous and in league with a known killer. It's a truly uncomfortable position for two officers who live and breathe justice. The weight of their predicament presses down, adding a layer of grim determination to their pursuit of the real culprits. They're cut off, isolated, and relying solely on their wits, their bond, and a guy who previously tried to kill Mike. What could possibly go wrong? Becoming fugitives means traditional police work is out the window, which is probably a good thing considering their track record for property damage. So where do the rogue cops go when they need intel and tech support? To the incredibly well-funded, slightly rogue ammo team, of course. They track down Dorn and Kelly, who are initially less than thrilled to see their old, trouble magnet mentors waltz in with a convicted killer in tow. The lo-hum of servers and the click-clack of keyboards fill the sleek, futuristic office as they plead their case. The skepticism in the room is thick enough to cut with a tactical knife, but Mike and Marcus's earnestness, combined with the sheer absurdity of their situation, eventually wins them over. The visual of their high-tech operation, with multiple screens displaying complex data, contrasts sharply with Mike and Marcus's more analog approach to law enforcement. It's a temporary alliance, forged out of desperation and mutual respect for Howard. They know the risks, the whispered danger of associating with wanted men, but they also know Mike and Marcus wouldn't go off the reservation without good reason. So the unlikely teen is assembled, ready to dig into the conspiracy from the shadows. In their desperate search for answers, Mike and Marcus turn to their usual reliable and usually terrified network of informants. This leads them to Fletcher, a nervous wreck of a man who knows just enough to get himself into deep trouble. They find him, unfortunately, already captured and tied to a chair, which is never a good sign for a casual chat. The air in the dingy hideout is thick with tension, the distant rumble of city traffic a stark contrast to the quiet dread inside. Fletcher, sweating profusely, manages to cough up a vital clue about a shadowy figure pulling the strings behind the cartel's operation, a former ranger named McGrath. But before he can elaborate, the metallic clang of a door bursting open signals doom. The true perpetrators, precise and ruthless, burst in, silencing Fletcher permanently with a swift, brutal shot. The crack of the gunshot echoes in the confined space, a chilling reminder of the stakes. Mike and Marcus are barely able to escape the ambush, the whoosh of bullets narrowly missing them if they duck and weave through the decaying building. This close call cements their understanding. They are dealing with professionals, and these people are not messing around. Every step they take is fraught with danger, every lead a potential death trap. Thanks to Fletcher's dying breath, the AMMO team quickly goes to work. Their fingers fly across keyboards, the rhythmic click-clack of the keys filling the tense silence as they dig through countless databases. Soon, a chilling image flashes onto a prominent screen. McGrath, the man's face, cold and calculating, fills the display, accompanied by a dossier revealing his past as a highly decorated, highly lethal former ranger. The revelation hits like a punch to the gut. This isn't just some run-of-the-mill drug lord. This is a ghost from the shadows, a man who knows how to operate with military precision and ruthlessness. His motive soon becomes clear. He's building his own empire, taking over cartel operations by eliminating competition and framing respected figures like Howard to sow chaos and distrust. The crackling energy in the ammo headquarters as our fugitive heroes and their tech-savvy allies get closer to exposing McGrath. The master villain decides to play dirty, like a particularly nasty game of chess. His move, kidnapping Judy Howard, Captain Howard's daughter, from her apartment. The quick, brutal visual of masked assailants grabbing her, their movements swift and practiced, is gut-wrenching. The visual of the empty apartment, a disturbed chair, and a dropped purse speaks volumes. This isn't just a random act. It's a direct message, a power play designed to throw Mike and Marcus off balance. The metallic scrape of a door forced open, the muffled shouts, and then the chilling silence, all paint a picture of sudden violence. The whoosh of despair hits Mike especially hard. He feels responsible, knowing that their pursuit of McGrath has put Judy directly in harm's way. This personal attack transforms their mission from professional duty into something far more visceral, a desperate race against time to save someone they care about. The anger, a hot burning ember, ignites within Mike and Marcus. McGrath has crossed a line, and now the bad boys aren't just looking for justice. They're looking for retribution. The gloves are off, and the roar of their impending wrath is almost audible, with Judy's life hanging in the balance. A crucial shift occurs within Armando. Up until this point, he's been a reluctant participant, driven more by self-preservation and a lingering loyalty to his father than a desire for justice. But the kidnapping of his half-sister, Judy, a testament to McGrath's truly evil nature, snaps something inside him. The visual of his hardened face, now etched with genuine concern and fury, marks a turning point. He finally makes a conscious choice to fully commit, offering his unique, albeit shady, expertise to Mike and Marcus. His knowledge of the criminal underworld, of its secret networks and safe houses, becomes invaluable. The quiet intensity in his voice as he divulges information, a stark contrast to his previous sullen silence, highlights his newfound resolve. He pinpoints McGrath's elaborate, heavily fortified compound, a veritable fortress hidden deep within the Miami landscape. The gears are now fully engaged. The metallic click of pieces falling into place, guided by Armando's insight, brings them closer to their target. The roar of righteous fury from Mike and Marcus finds an unexpected echo in Armando's own desire for redemption and protection. He's no longer just a lead. He's a crucial, albeit still complicated, member of the team. Alright, buckle up, because this is where the ride or die truly kicks in. Our ragtag team, Mike, Marcus, a newly motivated Armando, and the tech-savvy ammo crew, descends upon McGrath's fortress-like mansion. The visual of them storming the heavily reinforced gates, a determined force against overwhelming odds, is pure adrenaline. Explosions ripple through the air, sending debris flying with a dramatic whoosh as they breach the perimeter. Heavy gunfire erupts, a cacophony of metallic clangs and sharp cracks, turning the opulent estate into a war zone. This isn't a subtle infiltration, it's a full frontal assault, Bad Boys style. The crack of automatic weapons, the shouts of commands, the rhythmic thud of bodies hitting the ground, it's a symphony of chaos. Our heroes move with practiced precision, Mike's calm focus contrasting with Marcus's boisterous, I can't die enthusiasm. They engage in brutal close quarters combat, each punch landing with a sickening thud, each dodge saving them from a deadly blow. The mansion, once a symbol of McGrath's power, is now being systematically dismantled, room by room, bullet by bullet. It's a relentless, high-octane assault, leaving no doubt that our boys are here for business, and they are bringing the house down. Quite literally. Just when you think things can't get any more outlandish, Marcus, in a classic Bad Boys moment, finds himself in a truly chilling predicament. During the frenetic mansion siege, he takes an unexpected tumble right into a pool teeming with very large, very hungry alligators. The splash is deafening amidst the gunfire, and suddenly, the frantic thrashing of the water becomes the most terrifying sound. The snapping jaws of the gators, a series of quick, vicious clangs, are a sensory overload. Marcus, ever the one to talk his way out of anything, even a reptilian dining situation, has to rely on pure instinct and perhaps his declared invincibility. The visual of him frantically dodging and weaving among the powerful creatures, their scales glistening under the dim lights, is both terrifying and darkly humorous. You can almost feel the slimy water and the sharp edges of their teeth. It's a surreal, heart-pounding sequence that reminds you why these movies are so much fun. They're never afraid to throw in something utterly bonkers. He's yelling, he's splashing, and somehow, through sheer dumb luck and Marcus's particular brand of chaos, he manages to escape the snapping jaws, emerging soaked but miraculously unscathed. Just another Tuesday for Marcus Burnett, apparently after navigating a gauntlet of gunfire, explosions, and surprisingly agile reptiles. Mike and Marcus finally corner the architect of their misery, McGrath. He's holding Judy hostage, a classic villain move, which only ratchets up the tension to unbearable levels. The air is thick with unspoken threats, the metallic tang of gunpowder still hanging in the atmosphere. With a chilling calm, McGrath lays out his entire twisted master plan. His voice, measured and cold, explains his disillusionment with the very system he once served. leading him to believe that only he could bring order to the chaos of the drug trade by seizing control of it himself. He details how Captain Howard, with his unwavering moral compass, discovered his true intentions and became a threat, leading to his meticulous framing and assassination. The whoosh of understanding, dark and heavy, washes over Mike and Marcus. It wasn't just about money. It was about power, control, and a corrupted sense of justice. The scene is a tense psychological battle as McGrath tries to justify his heinous actions, completely devoid of empathy. Mike and Marcus listen, their faces a mixture of fury and grim determination, knowing that words alone won't solve this. The stage is set for the final, explosive showdown. As McGrath unleashes his desperate, last-ditch effort, preparing to take everyone down with him, the unthinkable happens. In a moment that feels like slow motion, Armando, who started this journey as Mike's sworn enemy, lunges forward. With a guttural shout, he shoves Mike and Marcus clear of the impending blast. The roar of the explosion is deafening, a concussive force that sends shockwaves through the very foundation of the mansion. The visual of him taking the brunt of the fiery impact, a selfless act of protection, is heartbreaking and incredibly powerful. The crackle of debris, the settling dust, and the sudden, awful silence that follows are a testament to the raw violence of the moment. It's a full-circle moment for Armando, a redemption arc completed not with words, but with the ultimate sacrifice. His past sins, particularly the murder of Mike's partner, are not erased, but his final act proves he was worthy of Howard's trust and, perhaps, a glimmer of Mike's forgiveness. The weight of his sacrifice hangs heavy in the air, a poignant reminder of the cost of their mission. He came seeking answers about his father, and in the end, found his own path to honor, though tragically short-lived, fueled by Armando's heroic sacrifice. Mike and Marcus unleash their full fury on McGrath. The final skirmish is brutal, a visceral exchange of blows and tactical maneuvers, each punch carrying the weight of all the injustice and loss they've endured. The metallic clang of their fists connecting, the guttural grunts, and the strained breathing of both heroes and villain underscore the desperation of the fight. Finally, through sheer grit and their unbreakable bond, they bring McGrath down. The visual of them standing over his defeated form, a look of grim satisfaction on their faces, signifies the end of his reign of terror. With McGrath apprehended, the evidence he meticulously tried to hide comes to light. The whoosh of relief is almost palpable as news channels, once quick to condemn, now report the truth. Captain Howard's name is unequivocally cleared. His legacy is restored, his honor vindicated. It's a hard-won victory, stained with loss, but a victory nonetheless. The finality of the sound of handcuffs clicking into place around McGrath's wrists marks the true end of the nightmare. Justice, messy and hard-fought, has finally been served, and the bad boys, battered but unbroken, have once again saved the day, proving their dedication goes beyond the badge. And so, as the dust settles and the Miami sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery hues, we find Mike and Marcus sharing a quiet, reflective moment. They've been through hell and back, faced down unimaginable odds, and seen the worst of humanity, but their bond remains unbroken. Marcus, perhaps a little wiser and certainly more appreciative of not being dead, reflects on his newfound perspective that every moment is precious, and every ride is worth taking with the right partner. Mike, ever the stoic, acknowledges the depth of their friendship, a partnership forged in fire and countless explosions. It's a powerful testament to loyalty, resilience, and the idea that even after all these years, some friendships just hit different. The gentle whoosh of the ocean breeze, the distant hum of the city, and the crackle of their shared memories create a sense of profound peace after all the chaos. Their journey reminds us that true family isn't always about blood, but about the people who stand by you no matter what. It's about facing your fears, finding redemption, and embracing every thrilling, terrifying, hilarious moment of the ride together. They're more than just bad boys. They're an institution.